ask you something. You know what Gilbert Gottfried looks like, right? Do you think it would be a good idea if Gilbert shaved his head?
No.
Right. Well, he did. He did it.
You know,
Joe, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard.
Yeah.
You got a horrible ass. I got to tell you that, man.
No, I tell you, I agree with you. What I saw on TV looked really bad.
I'd rather kiss Baba Booey's mouth than your ass. It looks terrible.
All right. Well, listen, I'm not arguing with you. It didn't look good.
You know, Howard, there's such a thing as ass implants now. Did you know that?
Is that true?
Yes, you can actually get ass implants.
Well, you remember I told you about the story. The girl, she wanted the cheek implants for her ass, but they put in breast implants and her ass had nipples.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, the reason I was on the show, it doesn't look bad.
I go out with her.
The bad thing about ass implants is, like, what if they do a bad job and you can't go to court because then everyone will know. Tell the court why you had ass implants.
Well,
can you see your ass now, Howard?
What?
Let's see your ass. Right?
I showed it yesterday. I'm just really tired of showing my ass every minute. I'm really sick of it. And Gilbert, you have no right to laugh. You know that ass is funny.
You know, I got to tell you something. Hey, Gilbert, can I talk about this?
Okay, sure. I don't even know why.
The girl that we shared?
Yeah.
You and Gilbert shared a girl?
Yeah, I got to tell you something. This girl was so hot. And I dated her after Gilbert.
Yeah.
And
Something to brag about.
I mean, he really, bedded that girl. Big, real breasts. I mean,
look at Gilbert staring at me all proud.
Yeah. No, just that I got laid at all.
Really? How did you get her?
Could be an ugly one.
Super D cups, an incredible body. One of the hottest girls I ever had sex with. I swear to God.
And did Gilbert have to put a whole lot of time into this?
Yeah, and
Gilbert.
Gilbert.
And she lived at Gilbert's apartment.
Really?
And
that is so cool.
How do you know?
Because I met her in a mall. She was working as...
Is she a hooker?
No. She's a nice girl. She was from Long Island.
This is science fiction, I know.
I swear to God. Because and then, we started talking in my bed. After we had sex, and she's telling me about Gilbert.
So clearly she's mentally deranged.
Yes.
Look at where she went.
I was shocked that he could make a move on this girl because she was that hot.
Well, Gilbert has a weird move. He just says to girls, hey, are you going to give me oral sex?
Yes.
And she was young.
Really?
Put it this way.
Why did you get rid of her, Gilbert?
Put it this way. When I was with her, she was 23.
Was she telling you to talk?
Really?
And how long had it been since Gilbert?
I think I got her only like a few months after Gilbert.
You get her into bed by talking? Did you get her into bed?
So she had high standards.
But
me and John.
I'm talking super hot.
But where did... wait a second.
Yeah.
Why did she say Gilbert and her weren't together anymore?
I think she said it like got a little weird. Like I don't think.
No kidding.
I don't think they ever took her out to a restaurant. Did you guys eat in a lot or something? There was some like weird.
Were you embarrassed by her? Or you just don't want to pay for dinner?
Oh, yeah. All of the above.
I think Gilbert would be embarrassed being with too hot a chick, like walking around with her and stuff.
Does Gilbert even remember this girl?
Yes, she does, because Gilbert and I reflected on her the last time he was in about how great her breasts were.
Gilbert, what happened? Did you bang her a lot?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
You did?
Yeah.
It wasn't only one time.
Did she say he was any good?
Yeah. She really liked him.
This I want to hear about.
He's never heard a review of that.
Yes.
No, she said that she had sex with you at your apartment.
Yes.
And she said that you were good. And she really liked you. I forget why it ended or something. I think it was because you were a little weird.
Did she tell you to talk like Gilbert while you were doing her?
Oh, yeah.
No, I was a little skeeved that I was after Gilbert.
Take off your pants now. Yeah. Take them off.
Did you...
Come toward me, John.
And she said Gilbert was good, but it got weird.
It got a little weird. I don't think Gilbert took her anywhere. I think that it was like she would come over your place. Yeah. I think he did take her to a bar.
Yeah, get back to the point where she says how good I was in bed.
Well, she said you were like normal in bed. You were
Gilbert,
I couldn't believe that either.
Yeah.
So, Gilbert, you're good in bed.
But
yeah.
I have a theory, like geeky guys like me and Gilbert and other guys like that we spend so much time thinking about chicks, especially in high school and everything, that we put a lot of thought into reading up on sex manuals. And, like, if we ever got a chick, we'd know what to do.
That's your theory.
I think he picked her up at a comedy show.
I mean, do you do anything for the girl's pleasure? Like, do you ever do oral on a girl?
Very rarely.
Right.
Yeah, that's you're into oral, I imagine.
I do it if I dig the chick, yeah.
Oh, this girl. You didn't do it to this girl?
I don't remember if I did.
She was unbelievable.
He's probably nervous that she'd been with too many guys.
Yeah.
If he's getting her.
By the way, I met this girl. She's with Gilbert. Let's go.
He's going to leave him because it's getting a little weird.
Right. Yeah, he doesn't want to go anywhere except to, like... Comic book conventions. Joe, you're on the air.
Al.
Yeah.
Of course she thinks your ass looks good. That's where your wallet is, dude.
No.
Oh, my girlfriend, yeah.
She's playing you like a piano.
Ah, come on.
Nah,
Come
she's in love
on,
with you, dude.
Wait, John will tell you.
No, she's not after. She's not into just because he has money. I mean, she's definitely truly in love with him.
He hangs around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
No, she loves his ass. I mean, she's like...
She likes me.
Howard, how can anybody love your ass? I've seen pictures of it.
Hey, you got to see the whole package together. It looks better.
in front of her?
No.
You better see Dr. Della Russo or something.
You want to know something? I don't fart that much anymore because since I've been dieting and watching what I eat, I'm telling you, I don't fart anymore.
But you, I mean, you must at least once.
All right, Al, take it easy.
She claims I fart in my sleep.
But does it embarrass you at all?
When I'm asleep? No, I don't know. I mean, if I do it in my sleep, I don't care.
But when she says that when you wake up, are you up?
And sometimes I do fart, but I do the Dutch oven thing where, you know, I keep
cover
everything's down tight.
All close around you.
Oh, Gilbert, you look stunning.
Yes. Yeah.
What is with this hairdo? You practically are shaving your head now.
Yes.
One of the few nice features you have is your hair. You have hair. Why would you cut it all off?
It's that whole Auschwitz look is like in today.
You really look like an Auschwitz victim.
I hope this is for a role.
Is this for a... He has no... Oh, he's playing a parrot.
Oh, yes, this is for a movie I'm doing.
Concentration camp movie.
Yes.
It's a remake of Hogan's Hero. He's Hogan.
For a movie I'm watching.
Yeah. You cut your hair for a movie you're watching.
Yes.
I like that. What really, why this severe hairstyle?
I just felt like it.
Don't you feel you have too much face now?
Yeah.
All right.
I can wear it.
It's that Gary thing.
No, you look great.
Yes.
You do.
Oh, yes.
You look as good as you're going to look.
Yes.
All right. Gilbert Gottfried is joining us. By the way, when we come back, Incubus is going to come in here and perform one of Gilbert's favorite songs.
And Gilbert can dance.
Will you dance, Gilbert?
Yes.
Incubus will perform Led Zeppelin's Immigrant song. Are you a fan of Immigrant song?
Yes.
Do you like Led Zeppelin, seriously?
Oh, yes.
Hum a few bars.
Yeah, well, I don't want to do it. I couldn't do it justice. Oh.
That one.
That one I remember.
Can you name one member of Led Zeppelin?
What?
Can you name one?
Yeah, Harvey.
Do you know any of the...
Melvin.
This song they're going to do, but they're going to do their version of it.
Shlomo.
This one.
Sing along, Joe.
Sing it, Gilbert.
Oh, yeah, I don't know the words.
You never listened to Zeppelin?
What were you into as a kid?
I mean, in high school, you didn't listen to Zeppelin or anything?
Of course.
Did
All
you?
the time. I was the hippest kid in school.
So did you try to fit in at all?
No.
Nothing?
No.
You never bought a Led Zeppelin album?
After a while, you figure, what's the sense?
Really? You didn't even bother?
Yeah.
You knew the kids would beat you up anyway.
Exactly. What?
How old is Gilbert, Howard?
How old is Gilbert? Gilbert's got to be about my age.
Yeah. They're not going to say, oh, gee, Gilbert's the hip cat.
You're in your 40s, right?
Yeah. No, I'm in my 20s.
So what are you about? You're about my age, right?
Yeah, around.
Yeah.
He's probably 50.
Gilbert is ageless.
Yeah. All right, when we come back,
And
Incubus.
I'll be at Caroline's.
Oh, are you? Where are you going to be?
I'll be at Caroline's on Thursday.
Oh, everyone's jumping up for joy.
Yeah.
What's the occasion? All right, we'll be back with Gilbert Gottfried, the star of Hollywood Squares, and also Richard Jennings, who's going to be at the Improv in Cleveland, Ohio this Thursday through Sunday. Also, Incubus will perform right after this.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Mark McGrath of Sugar Ray. Have I ever dated your girlfriend? Probably. And it was more than likely that it was the best sex she ever had. And right after sex with your girlfriend, I probably wrote a song about her. And while your girlfriend was douching to get rid of the remnants of moi, you were out buying her a ring and making reservations to take her out to dinner. And while your girlfriend is kissing you, she's thinking of me. I'll bet even Howard gets jealous of my action. Oh, God.
We'll have more of the Howard Stern Show in a moment on WBC.
Gilbert Gottfried here. Caroline's on Broadway tomorrow night at 7:30. For reservations, please call 212-757-4100. Richard Jennings is here today. He'll be at the Improv in Cleveland, Ohio this Thursday through Sunday. For tickets, call 216-696-4677. And now the band Incubus is here. And Robin, you have never seen Incubus live.
No, I have not.
I've been to the show.
To their music.
I've been to the show, and let me tell you, it really inspired these guys when I showed up because
What?
I'm so great.
Oh, now
This is true.
Yeah.
They played even better. than they normally do, huh?
I should announce the guy's name. Brandon Boyd, of course, who has the microphone right now.
Hello.
Brandon is the lead singer and voted one of the hottest guys in rock.
Hello.
Yeah, he is. Look how good looking this kid is.
Yeah, he could be a girl.
Yeah, you could be on Superboy. You're good looking enough to be a girl.
I don't know what to say that.
You're a sexy devil. And he does the whole move. I saw you that night. You took your shirt off.
Yeah.
And your whole underpants were like sticking up and everything.
Yeah.
And I went,
He's doing the whole
Did you see the part I took my pants off, too?
That was it. You didn't take your pants off that night.
Yeah.
They were just falling down a lot.
Yeah, they came off.
I bet you have a great ass.
It was no holds barred nakedness.
So it basically takes him no effort at all to get laid.
As a matter of fact, you know what Brandon's history is?
What?
Because I've been reading about it. Not only is he the lead singer of Incubus and all that, which is a complete, poontang magnet, he's been, like, fighting women off since he's a little kid.
Yeah, he looks like the kind of guy who girls fell in love with just because he's so cute.
He used to go with Scott's girl, didn't he?
Yeah, your mom.
He went out with the same girl that me and John went out with.
No, your mom describes that when you were very young, that women would actually, like, attack you physically to get... Is this true?
When I was a little kid,
Yeah,
they used to beat me up, actually, at school.
Well, it was more than beat you up. They wanted you, and your mom said that you would even cry because you were too young. You weren't sexualized at that point. You didn't understand what they want.
What it was all about.
Before my voice dropped.
Yeah. So you
Boy, I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still waiting.
Gilbert, you were in your 30s before you lost your virginity. So you probably...
but I appreciated it so much more.
No, it's got to be great.
He had girls calling him probably. He never even had to, the girls got him interested in sex. He didn't have to, like, discover sex.
Yeah, no. Sex was forced upon him.
He's like the guy that the girls are nervous, like, how do I approach him? How do I ask him out?
Right. Yeah, that's great. That's so great. God bless you. I wish I was you. I'll be honest. I was watching you guys rehearse. And to be the lead singer, you got to be good looking. I was thinking about it.
He starts out good looking and then becomes a musician. Like,
wow.
It's not enough.
Yeah, you have no right to be a musician.
I could leave.
No, but it's good for the rest of the band because the band needs a front man who the chicks dig and who guys can look up to.
And I'm busy.
Yeah. But it really is true. Imagine that your mother has to...
keep girls away from you.
That's pretty amazing. And yes, Teen People recently voted Brandon one of the hottest guys in music.
Right. He's one of those guys that other guys have to go, oh, he's gay.
Yeah, right, yeah. Like I see...
That's my whole ploy, though.
I'm hoping
That's how I get in there.
gay.
Like I'm watching Super Bowl. I was watching...
I'm going to ask him out.
I was watching Smallville the other night with my girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
And the guy from, Superboy comes on, and he's as good looking as Brandon. And I go, my problem is he's too girly looking. He's not good looking.
You're putting him down.
Yeah, I go, yeah. And meanwhile, the guy's hot. I go out with him. You know what I mean? I just, I'm putting him down, and I go, it's just he's too pretty.
Did you ask your girlfriend, like, do you think he's good looking? Superboy, I mean.
No, but the both of us went to your show that night, and I was like, I hope she's not staring at this lead singer too much. Because she'll start to see my flaws.
He's one of these guys who's like in the girl position where the girls become the guys who are hunting after him.
What did you say?
Yeah, you said that 2 seconds ago.
Yes,
You're very hung up on that.
I'm amazed at that.
I know. It is amazing when you can go to a party and girls will come up to you to meet you and you can say no.
And it's not because you're a rock star.
Right.
But I think deep down he's tortured and depressed. He's got that Michael Hutchins. Got that Michael Hutchins.
Are you talking? See, I
grew up in Calabasas, man. It was horrible. It was cold, winter all the time.
No, but articles describe you as your mom says you're a guy who turns inward. You're an introvert.
A bit.
Yeah. Now Michael Hutchins was one of these
Which
guys.
helps him get laid more because it's like,
the girls are trying
I'm really
to
like
bring him out of
tortured,
his
man.
shell.
I need to go into my shell, and the girl's like, I'll help you come out of your shell.
I need to help him.
Oh, you're lucky.
Oh, the world just bothers me.
Now here's a fact that shocked me about you. You say you've been totally faithful to your girlfriend when you're on the road touring.
I'll believe that.
You will stay in your room doodling in your sketchbook and drinking tea.
What's doodling?
Tea.
And your sketches have become very sexual.
Like dribbling?
Is that really true? You got a girlfriend?
Tea drinker?
I don't have a girlfriend now, no.
You broke up with
when
her.
I did, yeah.
You were faithful.
I was faithful.
So now you're single.
Yes.
Which helps him get laid even more, because every girl's like, oh.
Are you doing the rock star thing? I mean, are you banging a couple of chicks right now?
2 at a time?
Not particularly, no. I have, my own sort of twisted fantasies in my head, but none of them have ever come true.
You don't like to use people?
No.
I do.
No. We should go out sometime. Let's go tear up the town. Let's
I would like
the town
that.
red.
Now, standing to your right, and do me a favor, please turn gay, because we don't need the competition.
Yeah, please start liking men.
Right.
Because I'm not doing anything tonight.
And standing to your right is Scott Einziger's cousin, a fellow Einziger, Mike Einziger.
Yeah, that's correct.
Scott is the producer of our show.
Yes.
Our TV show. And you had no idea that you had a cousin until you saw his name listed on our credits.
That's correct. I was sitting in my room at 4 o'clock in the morning. Don't ask what I was doing. And watching your show. And the credits were rolling down the screen.
You getting laid at all? What's going on?
I have a girlfriend.
You have a girlfriend? You're being faithful?
Yes, I'm being faithful.
He's just like Scott.
Yeah. The whole Einziger clan is being faithful. Why do you guys, who writes the music? Do you do it, Mike? All of you together?
We all write the music together.
I thought it was Mike and Brendan, or it's all the guys.
It's everybody together.
And why do you fight when you write these songs? What is?
Well, some of us have bigger muscles than others. Like, I have bigger muscles than everybody else does, and they get mad at me, so they beat me in.
No. I'm not asking you a serious question. You guys had to go into therapy, like a marriage therapy thing, in order to
work out their working.
We didn't have to.
Isn't it supposed to be fun being a rock star?
You know what? A lot of bands break up for really stupid reasons, like they can't decide whose idea for a song is going to make the cut or whatever.
Right.
And they fight about it.
So the therapist helped you with that?
Yeah, we just we needed somebody to just kind of mediate, I guess you could say.
You got a good point. A lot of these bands are on a roll. I mean, Incubus is on a roll. You guys are having success. And then they break up over stupid crap, and they realize they had the best chemistry of anything. It's a fluke to become a hit band. You know how many bands are...
Well, that's why I'm asking, how in the world do they write a song with everybody contributing? I mean, two people...
Usually it starts off with an idea, and then in order to materialize into a song, everybody kind of, it gets bounced off of each person.
Now, Chris is a black man back there. He probably thought group therapy was ridiculous.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Chris,
Blacks aren't into therapy?
Black people don't want therapy. That's a white man's disease. You probably said, what is this crap, man?
I ain't going to no therapist.
Yeah.
I got to tell you the truth. To tell you the truth, I got half white in me, so it was easy for them to pull me along.
Were you shocked when the white boys said that they want to go to therapy?
Well, they appealed to my white side, and I said, okay.
All right. And you
therapist ain't the kind of hit drinker I think about.
And that was the end of that. Is it weird being a half black guy in an all white band? I mean, do these guys lay a trip on you at all? Do they?
No, because I got a Mexican right beside me, so we're tight.
Oh, you got a Mexican over there? Yeah. I didn't realize that.
Oh, it's an international band.
Yeah.
Jose, you're a Mexican?
That's correct.
How is that?
Are you a Mexican?
I kind of like that.
And you're in a band.
Yeah. See, we're a PC
you have
band.
a girlfriend.
Hold on, Gilbert. I can't hear Jose. Jose, you two, are you getting laid on the road?
I have a girlfriend as well.
Boy, rock stars have gotten real boring.
They all hook up right away in these bands these days.
Why do they make the Mexican and the black sit all the way in the back?
Hey, we got the hardware. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We got the soul back here.
Yeah. You know, I was watching Chris sort of get ready. You have records there and you just scratch them, right?
Yeah, just scratch.
Let me hear what that's. I mean, just do something on your own. I find this so friggin' entertaining that you could take a turntable.
It's an instrument now.
Listen to this. Wait a second. Let me put it up.
Okay, this is Brandon's voice here.
Right? Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and you see that go on throughout their song, and it blows me away.
Yeah, it's like it's pretty simple. It's not that hard.
How do you start playing a turntable? I mean, did your parents say, what kind of idiot are you? I mean,
I asked my dad for 2 turntables, and he said, what do you need 2 for?
Yeah, right. Just listen on one.
I got a job at McDonald's when I was 14 and saved up money for one, and he bought the other one, and I started then when I was 14.
When you were 14, you said, I want to be a turntable artist.
Yeah, I saw Jazzy Jeff, and I was like, I want to be that guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you play the drums or anything like that?
No, I'm learning.
You just play the turntable?
Yeah.
That's his instrument.
I play trumpet, a little bit of piano, and can read music a little bit.
And when you were in the high school band, did you scratch in the junior high band?
I actually tried to bring my turntables into band, and they kicked me out. They said, no, get out of here.
Hard to march with your turntables.
You're not kidding. And Dirk is on bass. And, Dirk, tell me you're getting laid. Somebody tell me about the life of a rock star on the road.
Only by my girlfriend.
Really?
But you know what? There was all that time before the girlfriend where, it was debaucherous. It was the same thing with him and him.
Oh, you did? You guys
did have that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girls were into us back in the day.
Yeah, and do you guys get threesomes going and all that kind of thing going?
Like me and some of the other guys in the band?
No, I mean you and two girls and all that. Do you get that?
Not anymore.
Not anymore, but you've had it.
Kinda.
Yeah, you had the girls on the bus perform for you and all that.
Not recently.
That's beautiful. Yeah,
It did happen.
Chris, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, what's up, Howard? How you doing?
What's up?
Chilling. Listen, I just wanted to ask Incubus. I read something about an interview that they like to do like a lot of meditation and stuff. I was just want to know if that affects them musically in any way.
You guys meditate? What do you do? TM?
Group meditate? No, we don't. We've never done that before.
Anybody into meditation?
Somebody, a couple people in the band, yeah. I do on a rare occasion. I find it helps with stress very well.
I've been meditating since I'm 18 years old.
Really?
That's
Does
right.
it help with your music?
My music still sucks. Honestly, it does.
Yeah, we're going to find out.
But what about you? Is there a spiritual?
I meditate in my bed late
Is
at
there
night.
anything spiritual in your life, or are you completely empty? As a human being?
Yeah. I'm really into spiritual stuff.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, I just want to say to y'all that band Incubus, bro, you guys are taking music to a whole new level.
They're very good.
Thank you.
And I got to tell you something. Live, they are very good. They are really a good live band. They can, if you get a chance to see them, they're really, really entertaining as hell. They're a tight band. In fact, some magazines said you guys were the most mature under 40-year-old band that they'd ever seen. Like you're not a-holes.
We got old balls.
I'll tell you the magazine that said that. No, I won't. I can't find it. Let's see.
This must be so boring for you.
No, I don't care. I mean, I just like to hear about Poontang, but if you don't have any stories...
Well, you know that after we played those concerts a couple months ago, we were going to be making a donation to your charity relief fund.
Oh, yeah, right. What happened with that?
No, we got a check for you.
You got a check for us today?
Yeah, in like an hour.
Oh, that's great. How much money did you raise?
I think like $51,000.
That's
nice.
Very cool.
Incubus raised $51,000 that will go to the fund that we all donated to. And that's great because that goes directly to the firemen, police, and EMS workers and anyone who lost, people at the World Trade Center. So that's great. Gilbert, did you donate any money?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he's lying.
Have you even performed at a benefit?
Oh, I'm going to be performing at some benefit on the 5th. Actually,
really?
Yeah. I don't even know the name of it.
That
I think
would
the
be
W.
Have you ever donated money to a charity?
World Trade Center 911, something like that.
Have you ever donated any money to charity?
Oh, yes. Yes.
You know that's a lot.
All my money goes to a charity.
He probably sent his money to the Taliban. He doesn't even know. What he's doing.
Right now, Osama bin Laden's going, why so cheap?
Right. Now, do you guys need a smoke machine for your performance, or are you okay here?
Pyrotechnics.
Do you guys have one in here?
We don't.
All right.
Incubus is going to... You're going to do... I'm hoping that you'll do your new single, but first you were talking about doing a cover version of Led Zeppelin's Immigrant song.
Only if you'll sing with us.
Only if you come up here and sing it with us.
I don't want to ruin it for you.
Can you do the crowing part?
Yeah, I'll do that part. You mean this?
Do you have some reverb on there, too? You need the reverb.
That's reverb.
Oh, there you go.
I got it.
This good-looking guy's making me sick.
Howard,
yeah.
You don't like reverb?
You know what the song is about?
I got laid once. Stuttering John's a witness.
Do I know what Immigrant song is about?
Yes.
Isn't it about these guys who come over to this country and then blow us up?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So what is Immigrant song about?
You ever read the lyrics to the Immigrant song?
No, I haven't.
I downloaded them off the internet. Here, check it out.
What am I supposed to learn from this?
Well, maybe you will say something there.
Let me see what it is.
That maybe you're really a Viking.
It's about Vikings? Well,
What does it say?
All right, it says,
I don't get anything from that.
We come from the land of the ice and snow, from the midnight sun where the hot springs flow. Hammer of the gods. We'll drive our ships. We'll drive our ships to new lands to fight the horde, sing and cry. Valhalla, I am coming on. We sweep with threshing ore. Who cares?
We don't even need to play it now.
Come on, you guys do it. I need this stuff. All right, here. You need the lyrics. All right.
See, I know the words already.
Give it a shot, and then we'll hear your new single. By the way, Incubus will be at Tower Records in Manhattan at 4th and Broadway at 5 p.m. today.
Uh-oh, that should be a madhouse.
That should be loaded with hot chicks.
Yeah.
You gonna bang any of the chicks who show up there? All of them. It's very generous of you. All right, here we go. Shh, the boys are working this out. Nice job, boys. And I really don't mean to blow off the fact that you guys raised $51,000 for that fund. That's an incredible donation for you guys to do. What happened? You were faced with the position of having to play right after the World Trade Center disaster. And
Here in New York.
Yeah, and you decided to just continue the concert and donate all the funds.
We had 2 sold-out shows at Hammerstein Ballroom that were on the Saturday and Sunday after the incident happened, and obviously it came up. Like, should we play? Should we not play? Should we go home? That was the start of our tour.
Right.
And but very quickly, the folks over here at K-Rock and our management were like, we could put this together to really make it a charity event.
Right.
People who don't want to come, you can have your money back, or if you don't want to come and leave your money, it's going to charity. But everybody came.
It was tremendously generous of you, seriously, and I really do appreciate you doing that. That was great of you to do. Really, really great. Nash, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hello.
If you want to meet Incubus, there'll be at Tower Records in Manhattan at 4th and Broadway at 5 p.m. today. Also, for other upcoming in-store appearances, go to enjoyincubus.com. Yeah.
How you doing? I just got to tell you, Incubus is such a good live band that it makes the CD seem like just a filler between live performances.
Thanks, man.
Well, thank you.
It's really good. I love you guys.
It's a great performance.
That's high praise.
No, it really is a great performance. I love the show. Yeah, really, really, really good band, and I'm glad you guys came in here today. Josh, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
What's happening?
Incubus?
Yeah. That's me.
I just wanted to talk to you guys, tell you guys, like, the most talented, like, mainstream band out there.
Oh, we need to spend more time here.
A lot of mainstream.
By the way, the name Incubus.
Yeah, why do they call themselves Incubus? I was just thinking that.
Well, it's hard to name a band, isn't it?
When
you have regrets?
15,
Perhaps the hardest thing.
We were 15 years old.
You named it Incubus then?
We thought it was so cool.
Right, well, because what's funny about it is that the Incubus is actually, the definition of an incubus, because I know about this, I've been called the Incubus enough times by religious
and
groups.
you've called others.
And I've called others the Incubus. The Incubus is a devil that comes to a woman in her sleep and then rapes and savages her.
No, isn't that the succubus?
No, that's not the succubus. It's the Incubus.
Female version of that spirit.
That's right. The Incubus is the male spirit that comes to women at night.
It differs depending on which dictionary you look in. In the Oxford Dictionary, it actually says it's a bulbous plant that if you break it open, the milky fluid on the inside will make you see strange colors.
Does the name Incubus still appeal to you? Were you sorry you went with the name Incubus?
We're very, very sorry we went with it. We apologize to everybody.
See, this makes them even more cool, the Satan worship stuff.
So into
And we take ourselves really seriously.
Yeah. I said to Gilbert, I said, we're the two least cool guys. I said, why don't we start a band? And then Gilbert goes, well, I don't know any music. And I said, yeah, me neither. I said, it really depresses me that I spent an entire childhood not taking advantage of the free time and learning the guitar, learning how to sing.
What did you do with all that time?
The Viking song, man.
Hey, bring in Lou Pearlman. Start a boy band.
Start a boy band. I did nothing. I did a lot of drugs in high school. I did. That's what I did. That was my sport. It got me nowhere.
Hey, didn't you sing in Ford Fairlane, or were you just playing a disc jockey?
You played a DJ.
I just played a DJ.
I thought you were doing some singing in that, too, like on the air.
No, I just played the that was the part they were talking to you about.
When you beat me out.
Yes. And remember, I actually called you when I got it to see if it was okay with you that I was doing it.
Yeah, and I told you I didn't want the part.
Yeah.
I thought the movie was done.
That was the only decent thing I've done in my life.
Yeah, Gilbert thinks he stole that from me.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the same part together?
No. It was a weird story.
Yeah, we were sitting in
way too boring. Yeah. But I'll tell you something. After high school, like you guys know instruments. I know Star Trek trivia. That's what I
know anything about old horror films.
Yeah.
That's true. You know complete dialogue of films.
Yeah, Gilbert's... You see, you get up on stage and women are attracted to you because you spent high school learning how to play music and sing. Gilbert watched horror films.
And all the talk shows, he can do the old Groucho Marx.
Right, yeah. But he could do Dracula for girls.
I sang in Return of Jafar. In that sequel to Aladdin.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah, I did.
Let me hear you sing.
You're good, man.
Oh, yeah. See, he says I'm good.
I'll back you up if you want.
A rock star says I'm good. Stuttering John says
Notice
I'm
girls
good
say no girls say you're good.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, so where was I on the phone? Anybody still there?
Hey.
Yeah.
It's Josh.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just basically wanted to say that Incubus is an awesome band. I love them, and they're so talented. They remind me a lot of, I don't know, I don't want to get into a conversation here, but we were at the
then why'd you call?
The other night.
Yeah, what did they remind you of?
They remind me of Strung. Do you know Strung Out? Have you guys ever heard them?
Yeah.
They're totally talented band. I totally think you guys totally relate to them. And just
I actually think we played with that band.
I hung up on that guy.
But they're nice guys.
Chris, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, how's it going? Incubus, you guys are great.
Thanks, man.
I put in that Make Yourself CD when I'm looking to get laid.
Right on. Does it work?
Love it.
It works.
Yeah.
Right.
Can I have
Howard,
a CD,
you write the
please?
song.
What song did I write?
The Immigrant song, Your Eyes.
Wait a second. I didn't want to sing it. The guys asked me to do it.
Man.
Well, you should have.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Guy said sing, I sing. I'm not a singer.
You should have known better.
Oh, get out of here. Bastard. Stupid bastard.
Stupid bastard.
Katie, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi, I just want to say, Howard, you did mess up that song. And...
All right, so I messed up the song.
No, you didn't mess up.
Oh, I didn't mess it up. Thank you.
I think you sounded good.
Thank you.
And I love you, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm calling from really far away, like Geneva, New York. It's a little town. I just wanted to say that, like, Brandon's voice is the best voice I've ever heard.
Yeah, but he's really ugly.
He's fat in person.
You're like Charlotte Church, voice of an angel. But guy.
He's too good looking. He looks more like a girl. We have to put you down.
Look like a girl.
No, he's a good-looking guy. It's a very tight band, and the band is great. And I do want to thank you guys for coming in here today and playing. You sound great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Go to enjoyincubus.com. Go see them. Records in Manhattan at 4th and Broadway at 5 p.m. today. What are you guys going to do? Sign copies of the new album?
Yes. Came out yesterday.
We're going to do all kinds of silly little backflips and things like that.
Yeah, entertain people. Are you going to be playing there at all, or you just go and sign stuff?
No, we'll be playing with stuff.
And the new album is called Morning View, and it's in stores now. Thanks for coming in, guys. I got to take a break. Gilbert's still here.
I'll be at Caroline's tomorrow.
Oh, man, you must
Isn't
have
that pathetic?
Have you not sold a ticket?
Girls who go to see them today could go to see Gilbert tomorrow.
It just that much more pathetic when I see them.
And, and at the signing, if women come by, do they have a chance to have sex with you guys, any of you guys?
Yeah, there's the gratuitous sex room next to the signing table.
That's all they need to know.
You buy the CD, you get a quickie.
And by the way...
I may buy a CD then.
I should mention something here, as long as we're talking music. I would have to say that this is, I think, the 5th time we booked DMX and he never showed up.
I know. I said, when are we going to stop falling for this?
I like it. I liked it. I don't even think I want to interview the guy. I just want to see how many times we can book him and have him not show up and keep snubbing us.
For real?
At least 5, yeah.
Well, he's our main competition right now.
Is it true?
Yeah.
On the record charts?
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean?
Came out yesterday, too, so...
Oh, I see. So he's the big guy. He sells a lot of records.
He does.
Oh, yeah.
He does sell a lot of records.
We show up. Have to show up.
Yeah. At least you guys are here, though. And thank you, Incubus. You guys sound great, and we'll be back right after these words.
Be very conscious of it. Feel the presence of it.
Check this out.
The Howard Stern Show.
What's going down, y'all? The Howard Stern Show continues after these on WBCN.
Headache, infection, and nausea.
Yeah. F you. Hey, Gilbert Gottfried here, who'll be at Caroline's on Broadway tomorrow night at 7:30. Richard Jennings here, who'll be at the Improv in Cleveland, Ohio this Thursday through Sunday. And
I'm good in bed, stuttering John said so.
I just want to say something.
That should be on your flyers.
Yes. That should be the blurb. Good in bed, stuttering John.
I'm sort of embarrassed to admit this, but during the break, Gilbert and I were doing a sword fight.
What?
Yeah, we had our pants off. First we started comparing penis length, and then all of a sudden it worked into a sword fight.
Yes.
And he won. That really upset me. What is it, Dave? Dave, you're on the air. Is that Dave?
Howard.
Yes.
The mix was terrible on that. It was brutal. The Immigrant song. It was on the radio. It was like all flattened out and muffled up in the beginning, and then it came to at the end.
Yeah, apparently Scott forgot to hit something at the very beginning.
Yeah, I was freaking out. So I bring in Scott. He's in charge of... All he has to do is set up the button so that when Incubus plays, you can hear it on the radio. Song starts. I don't hear anything on the radio.
Yeah, it was only coming through the air mic, I think.
Scott comes over, hits a button, and then they come over. Okay. I don't even yell at him anymore because I can't take it.
It's not worth it.
The guy has to hit one friggin' button.
So, yeah, because I usually go out to check what the air sound is like on these things, and as soon as I heard it in the headphones, I said, something's wrong.
And then Scott hits the button, then he looks at me, like sheepishly, like...
Oops.
I'm led to believe that you're an island in the sea of incompetence.
I tend to feel that way, but then Scott gets mad at me when I say something to him. But what should I do about it?
It sounded good till you started singing, then it kind of screwed it up.
You know why? Because my mic's not supposed to be up during their songs. But they asked me to sing.
But I didn't think it sounded so bad until then. You know?
No, there was a moment it wasn't coming. It was muffled.
No, in the beginning.
Yeah. In the beginning.
In the beginning, he just forgot to put the switch on that throws everything on.
You were just hearing it leak through.
And kind of the reason I even have him in here is so that he knows how to hit that button.
Right. You don't want to leave it in your hands. He's the engineer.
Yeah, I don't know the button.
He was busy. I want a job to hit a button. That's all I want to have to do in my life.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
Later.
Wait, John. Say how that hot-looking girl said I was good in bed again.
I actually lied. She said you were horrible.
Yeah.
Did she really?
No.
Roberto, go ahead.
That would have been more believable.
Roberto, go ahead.
Howard.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hey.
Hey, listen, I just wanted to let you know that I respect your work. 9-year listener.
Really?
But I do think that you are going out as a faggot.
Going out as a what?
As a faggot.
Faggot. Oh, because I'm dating a girl?
Because you're saying you love her. You're in love with her.
Yeah, I love her. She's a great girl.
Faggot.
I mean,
I don't know.
He's in love with a girl, you faggot.
Dude, what planet are you from? How does that make you gay if you like a girl?
21 years you've been married and now you're saying that you're in love?
So he fell in love. What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? So
I mean, come on, Howard.
Is that gay? Is that what faggots do?
Yeah, that's what faggots do.
I thought faggots fall in love.
It's gayish.
Well, dude, you don't bang girls or feel anything for them?
I love women, but after being married for
real men do guys. I mean, come on.
Yeah, be a man.
Hey, vey. I never thought I'd get nailed for being a faggot.
Gay,
for being into a chick. Oh, my God.
That's so gay.
I never considered that it might be gay. I guess if I find someone I like, I should break up with them.
It's
that
totally
would be
faggy.
That would be
that's manly.
Being with someone you dig is gay?
Denying yourself pleasure.
Yeah, vagina is for fags? When did that happen? Man, I'm out of it.
Have things changed that much?
Oh, it's in all the papers.
I had no idea that was gay. Well, then I'm gay. Sorry. I'm perfectly happy. Here's a guy.
Howard Stern exclusive.
I'm a fag. Here's a great story in the newspaper. And I don't know if this guy's crazy or he's just a mad genius. Okay, here's the story. Oprah has announced that she will not be dining on air. You know, Oprah dines on air with the...
and off air, it looks like.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
She's always dining.
She always picks an author once a month, and that becomes her Book of the Month club, and she has a little mock dinner. Of course, she doesn't eat during it. Only off the air she eats. But she will not be dining with novelist Jonathan Franzen because he is seemingly uncomfortable and conflicted about being chosen as a book club selection. Franzen said in recent interviews that he didn't want the coveted Oprah's Book Club sticker on his novel because it was a corporate logo. He turned down Oprah.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be her selection.
What a fag.
Yeah, he's a big fag.
But seriously, what do you...
I mean, that's wonderful.
Doesn't that automatically work into millions of dollars when you're on Oprah's Book Club or something?
Absolutely.
I think it's so great, you know.
Because those drones have to buy every book she says is good.
Gary, I think we ought to get this guy on the phone. Jonathan Franzen.
I got to read his book.
Isn't her thing that she already owns the rights to these books?
Sometimes she does, and then she makes them into a movie.
Yeah, so she owns the rights and then says it's the greatest book ever written.
Yeah.
Makes it a bestseller, and then gets to do a movie about it.
I never listen to anything Oprah says. Anybody 200 pounds overweight is not allowed to give me advice.
Exactly. You know what, man? I swear to you, 20 billion people have come up to me and said, you've got to watch on Tuesday. Oprah has Dr. Phil on. Dr. Phil is brilliant.
It's her regular Tuesday show now.
Yeah, that's what they said. So I tuned in yesterday. This guy, Dr. Phil, is such a hot bag of gas. It's such a fake.
He's like Huckleberry Hound.
Yeah, he is so... You know what he looks like? He looks like the guy who just said, hey now, on the Gary Shandling show.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
Hank.
Yeah, like Hank. And he looks like Hank, and his load of bull is coming out of his freaking ears. He has a bunch of... Yesterday, he got a bunch of people in a room. I watched for 10 minutes. I turned it off, so it's not even effective, at least on me. I know people think this guy's great. I don't get it.
He's going to have his own show. That's how good
I just don't get it. Her whole show is about self-help. To me, you're automatically disqualified if you're 200
If you're that out of control.
Of course. Obviously, it's like if you're sitting there smoking dope going, here's what you have to do to fix up your life.
Yeah, get off drugs.
It's completely out of her own control.
Yeah.
Every show is about what you need to do.
Well, isn't it odd when you go to rehab and you're getting advice from a group of alcoholics?
Don't you think it's funny that every guy who's a drug counselor is an ex-drug addict?
Yeah, and it
but
works into a job.
they're at least ex. She's still out of control.
She's still struggling. Well, anyway, I turned on this show, and Dr. Phil is standing there, and he's like Hank from, he doesn't look...
Hey,
yeah, I don't know how many times he's been married, but he's talking to couples about, marriage and stuff, and... women get up and cry and stuff, and he starts badgering people. What are you doing here? Like almost like boot camp.
You are confrontational.
Yeah, you. What are you doing here, ma'am, if you can't answer my question?
You don't hate him. You hate yourself.
Ma'am, this is not about him. It's about you.
You just said a load of crap.
You are the one that is wrong, not the other people.
I'd rather watch Springer. At least they degrade you right up front.
Right.
It's subtle degrading. It's like it's like a very obvious degrading.
And the worst part of it is, after he degrades you and, everyone's applauding him for it, Oprah just sits there with a smile on her face, and whatever Oprah says he agrees with, she'll go, Dr. Phil, what you're really saying is that men and women do have their basic differences. That's exactly right, Oprah.
Yeah,
that's right, Fatso.
Yeah, she's the only one. Yeah, come here, Fatso. He doesn't turn to her.
You got that right, Dumbo.
It's almost like it's our version of stoning people, but somehow Oprah endorses it, and it's not
then
stoning.
It's all right,
Have a bucket full of slop, Oprah.
Yeah, you fat pig.
Because they did this thing not too long ago where he took couples away for a month.
If those pants burst, it'll kill us all.
And even Oprah noticed that he was being
roll over in this direction, Oprah.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Oprah noticed he was being a little hard on one woman.
Right.
He said, well, she was full of crap. I had to tell her.
Oprah, you're blocking the sun out.
I won't be happy till she commits suicide, Oprah. It's just freaking unbelievable.
Woman's got a lot of problems.
Oh, Oprah.
Oh, we're getting this naugahyde chair and get out of it and make that sound I like so
You
much.
just keep eating that slop while I talk.
Have another bite.
Oh, man. And I'm sitting there.
Now, Tubby.
I'm watching
These
this.
people have psychological problems. More fluffernutter?
I'm watching Oprah fawning over Dr. Phil, and it's like a big scam. And the guy doesn't help it. Yelling at somebody doesn't help them.
Don't fawn over me. I like skinny broads.
I mean, I don't even understand what help they receive.
But isn't it a great gig she's got? She sits back and lets him do the show.
Oh, that's awesome. It's like, let's get a book,
and let's be
honest.
And let's be honest. Dr. Phil is fat, too.
He's got some problems.
Also out of control.
Yeah, I mean, and okay, people are fat.
Hey, Oprah, let's slam our pot bellies together.
I mean, why doesn't one of these people who are supposedly full of crap get up and say, Dr. Phil, what's your issue with food?
Right.
Like, I mean, you've got a double chin.
Hiding?
You're probably about 55 years old, but you look about 65. You look like goddamn Hank Kingsley. How about...
Maybe you ought to come clean and tell us what's on your mind.
Dr. Phil filled up with cheeseburgers.
When you do therapy
to stuff down?
Well,
therapy on TV, it doesn't take the usual 4 or 5 years. You get it done right here.
Yeah, and that's the other thing.
2-3 minutes.
There's a big rush to get someone to break down, so they start berating them. And it's
Until
like,
they cry.
I don't know that that's good therapy. Some of these people are really damaged goods, and this guy's just picking on them and just, like, picking them.
How secure can they be if they have to go on TV and talk about their problem?
Start blubbering. We're losing the light.
All right, there's a guy on the phone claiming to be Jonathan Franzen, who is the author.
Love to talk to him.
Jonathan, go ahead.
The reason why we dropped her is because she's a filthy, smelly Moulion.
Oh,
that was the bottom line. Hey, Howard, can I say something?
They said that in the New York Times book section.
This is somebody who should be writing your comedy.
I see. Well, you're a scream so far.
Let me tell you something, Howard. It's Sal the Stockbroker.
I know, Sal.
Give me a second, because I want to ask you something.
Okay.
Who wrote your monologue for the benefit concert?
Me.
You did?
Why?
All right, I'll let you slide.
Why?
I personally believe you're a genius. You're a radio revolutionary, but I personally believe that you blew it because that was your opportunity. Instead of putting down Rosie O'Donnell or Kathy Lee, why didn't you put down Osama bin Laden?
I think that's stepping on toes.
First of all, Sal, for you to tell me what I should talk about on stage is almost ludicrous. You're a broken-down stockbroker who has failed and lost $700,000 recently, who has never, ever been responsible for professionally entertaining anyone. The fact of the matter is, it's my statement. They asked me to come there.
That's what he wanted to say.
And my feeling was that celebrities who flee New York in a time of tragedy are disgraceful. That doesn't mean I don't like Osama bin Laden. What am I going to do, go up and tell Osama bin Laden jokes?
It would be better than Rosie O'Donnell. It simply wasn't appropriate.
Not Rosie O'Donnell stopped doing... What do you mean, is it appropriate? Why isn't it appropriate?
Because you are great when you're on your radio show talking about Rosie O'Donnell, and it's interesting, but when you're at an event, according to the...
Who says you?
What's that?
Who says you?
No,
what I should talk about? I mean, who are you? This is what my thoughts are.
Howard.
And as a matter of fact, I got off the stage... And I'd say about at least 20 to 30...
Don't even go there.
Get out of here, Sal.
Your own insecurity is making you say that.
Yeah, I mean, I got off the stage. Everyone said, thank you for saying it. And in fact, Rudy Giuliani gave the exact same speech without naming names. He got up there and said he thought it was disgraceful that people in this time are leaving New York. They're not coming to New York. He said the same thing. He didn't name names the way I did, but, you know, he's the mayor. I guess he doesn't feel comfortable doing that. But I pulled out some names that I read from the New York Post. Drew Barrymore, Heather Graham, Rosie O'Donnell I read about in the newspapers, stopping her show. I always have to tag Kathy Lee because she's a pain in the ass, and that fat Star Jones. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, those are my thoughts. Those are my feelings. I don't know Osama bin Laden. I mean, what are you going to say about Osama bin Laden that hasn't already been said?
He's a bad guy.
Yeah, he's very Hitler-like.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I was commenting on something else. That's like saying, well, talk about something else. Oh, it's so silly.
Oh, my goodness.
Vinny, go ahead.
Sal's an idiot. You know, I was watching that whole concert, right? And after a while, I got sick of hearing about bin Laden. You know, it was about New York, and it was about, feeling safe living and coming to New York. And you hit the perfect note. That's exactly what needed to be said that night.
First of all, the show was called Concert for New York.
Exactly.
And it was about the revival of New York. We've been hit. And I think part of the revival would be these people who come here in times that are good and use it as their playground and their backyard. They should certainly be here now when we're hurting.
Supporting it. Yeah.
It's the one time where their celebrity actually means something.
Yeah. I mean, I just said something that I felt. That's all.
Now, you hit the right note. He's an idiot.
Thank you, Ben.
Goodbye.
Robin, it's time for the news. Gilbert is here. Richard Jennings here, two of the top comics in the country. Certainly they have something funny to say. I mean, they haven't said it yet, but...
Yeah.
No.
It could happen
But there's still
now.
another hour.
It's another hour or so.
Anytime now.
Another 10 hours.
Yeah.
No, these guys are two of the funniest guys in the world. And one of them is...
Congratulations to that guy who turned down Oprah's recommendation.
Yeah, we like that.
Yes.
I mean, he's crazy, but he probably would have been good for another 1 million in book sales.
But he had the nerve to do it. Somebody had to do it.
He would have had to go on the
Step
show.
forward.
Anyway, Gilbert's here and Richard Jennings here.
And I'll be at Caroline's tomorrow.
And Rich will be at the Improv in Cleveland.
Yes, we're tracking Gilbert's movements.
No, we're not.
I still have to applaud Giuliani for turning down the $10 million.
That was great.
You would never turn
Yeah,
down
no, if it was me, I'd cash the check and say, you never gave me a check.
No matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what they said about you, right, Gilbert?
Yeah, but Chic, you never gave me a check.
Gilbert would take the money anyway.
Yeah.
But Giuliani said no. Speaking of Giuliani, he gave his first town hall, he had a first town hall meeting since the September 11th attacks. And he once again told people that, yes, this anthrax is a scary thing, but don't lose your mind over it. Number 12, Howard.
Anthrax is a scary thing, but don't lose your mind over it, Gilbert.
Okay. No, that's too late.
He's the one person I think doesn't worry about it.
No one's going to anthrax Gilbert.
Yeah.
It's not perfect, and you can't anticipate all of the things.
Gilbert, are you insulted that nobody even sends you any hate mail or remembers?
You know what I was thinking about today? You know how everyone talks about September 11th?
Yes.
That you had friends from 30 years ago who are calling to ask how you were, and everyone says, nobody called me.
that some of these insane people will do. But the reality is that the risk is not as great as, unfortunately, sometimes in people's minds it's created.
Yes, only 3 people have died.
It's 3 too many.
Only 3.
Only 3.
Hundreds of millions of us
will be dead soon. Come on.
So come on.
Anybody got the sinking ship feeling?
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, stop it.
I tell you, it doesn't look too good.
No, they can't kill us all. That's how I feel about it.
Giuliani's one of the guys who's come to the fore during this thing. You know the other guy I like, Howard? Tony Blair. Do you like this guy?
Oh, my God. This guy is the new Churchill.
Yes.
He is
Yes, I do. I actually know.
You really feel?
It's Tony Blair.
Yeah, he's the one who said, turn over Bin Laden or turn over your power.
Right. He's
the English guy.
Yeah.
He's my second favorite English guy.
Oh, he's the English guy? Oh, I'm sorry. That's not the one I
He's my second favorite English guy to go to war with. My first one, Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones. If anybody can survive the chemical battlefield, that's your guy.
He's like a cockroach.
Stand behind him.
He'll be out there with Jack Daniels. Anthrax? I sprinkle it on me cornflakes in the morning.
Well, I'll tell you something. Tony Blair is awesome. This guy has stood up
Totally awesome.
He really is totally awesome.
Yeah, barbarism will stand as their shame.
Yes, and he's just something to be admired. I mean, every time this guy opens his mouth, you get inspired.
And not only that, he makes himself a target, and he's not afraid to do that. Everybody else is sitting there lying low saying, let the United States take terrorism in his own land by speaking up as much as he does, and he doesn't care. He's doing it. He says, shoulder to shoulder.
I hated when Bush said that American children should send $1 each for Afghani children.
I did, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Listen.
You got something against Afghani children?
I feel bad. I do feel bad for these people who are enslaved by these dictatorships around the world. But really...
But don't you think we have to rid the world of the dictatorship before we start fixing the people?
I somehow feel those dollars the kids are raising are going to end up with the Taliban to gas us. And also I want to see, when the air clears, that these people cheer for us. I don't really want to support young children who are going to grow up and gas us and kill us.
We're feeding them and paying them so that they can grow up healthy and come over here and bomb us again.
Exactly.
Yeah. They hardly have a chance of growing up healthy.
Good. Well, that's even worse. I just don't think that we should be helping anyone when we're not clear who the enemy really is. We seem to like everybody over there who isn't in the Taliban. I'm not sure that everyone isn't along on this program.
I'm quite frankly afraid of the guys we're helping as much as the Taliban, that Northern Alliance. I don't know what they're all about.
Yeah, right.
I think we should give the kids money, but $1's too much. 50 cents.
You got a point there. All right, cut it in half.
$1.
Yeah, maybe $1's too much.
And see how they act.
You know what I love? I love that Gilbert is upset about the dollar.
Yeah,
and he hasn't given anything.
Sending $1. I'm just against sending $1 anywhere.
I think seriously, Gilbert is frightened by all of this.
Gilbert, have you been affected?
I think you've been touched.
Yes. Yes, I've noticed my shows have not been anywhere near as funny.
What is it, Vinny?
Gilbert and me.
Vinny, are you there? Oh, I guess not. Vinny?
Howard.
Yeah?
Hey, what's up, buddy? Look, do you think that we're on a sinking ship? You really feel that way, right?
Yeah, I do.
And I mean, that really kills everybody's, hopeful feeling. They said, they had all these things in place beforehand. Do you ever think that maybe
I feel that our bureaucracy, I feel that all of our strength is in sort of a military-style combat, and those days are long over. And that basically we don't have the ability to nuke these pricks and actually do away with entire countries. We don't have the heart for it because we care about people. We're good people, basically.
But we do have the ability to adapt to a new style of war.
I hope so.
Which is what? We all got to get our pills ready for smallpox?
Yeah, it seems like we're on a defensive posture. I just think if you are in a country that is responsible for terrorism and you're sending us anthrax and you're taking out entire buildings in Manhattan, your country doesn't get to exist anymore. And we have the ability to do that. That's the way you win. But other people have said this, but I guess we're not allowed to do it.
Part of the problem, though, is, you got to get a little bit more sophisticated about this.
I say you got to take a globe,
Go ahead.
You know, take a magic marker, cross out certain countries, give it to the military and say, here's what I want you to do.
Make the world look different.
Yeah, make it look like this. I want these parts blacked out.
Make it look like the moon.
Hey, Howard,
but
wait a minute. Then you've got to be willing to do Pakistan, and it might go a lot further than you think.
Right. Fine.
Well,
as long as we're alive.
I think you got to do a different kind of war and be smart about it. I think you send in Tony Soprano disguised as Jesse Jackson.
Oh, jeez.
Look,
yeah.
Anybody who
Call from the cave. Yeah, he had an accident. He bent down. He was kissing a rug. Boom, his head fell off. I don't know how it happened.
Howard, I know your girlfriend was down at Ground Zero helping out. Were you down there at all?
At Ground Zero, no. I felt that a lot of people who are famous, who go down to Ground Zero, were looking for photo ops. And I certainly would not want to be accused of that.
But I'm saying they didn't even necessarily look like cameras in there to video any of that.
I had my picture taken by a construction site and said it was Ground Zero.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Gilbert actually...
knocking down some building and Gilbert...
Gilbert actually faked an appearance at Ground Zero.
I was wiping sweat off my brow on a construction site.
He's working.
Yeah. Go ahead, Robin.
Yes. Anyway, at the town hall meeting, Julie Annie was roundly praised by the people who attended. Here's a woman thanking Rudy, number 13.
Number 13, where a woman thanks Rudy. I want the tape of that woman thanking Gilbert.
Yeah.
I came here specifically to thank you and your administration for the job well done for the past 8 years. You've changed New York around completely. Our next mayor has a lot to stand up to. But most of all, I want to thank you and Commissioner Carrick and Commissioner Von Essen for your true leadership.
I bet you the Afghanis think it's Jew leadership.
Yeah. Another bureaucracy is all the terrorists have lawyers.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And none of them even get the death sentence.
No, of course not.
Well, that's why, I don't want to see Osama bin Laden put on trial. We'll never get rid of him.
No. Absolutely not. He'll be doing interviews in Time Magazine.
I'm telling you.
He'll be running that prison like it's like a country club.
He'll be coming up, parole boards will be sitting trying to determine whether he's ready to leave prison.
He'll be on BET with OJ.
Yeah.
Osama, you're a single dad.
Single dad interview.
What's it like being a single dad in prison?
Oh, very sad, very sad.
Oprah, Dr. Phil, and Osama bin Laden. You got a lot of anger, boy.
Yeah, he'll be a reformed
But at least you ain't fat like Oprah is.
Yeah, get the crap out of your beard, boy.
You may have killed millions of people, but at least you ain't a big fat slob.
He'll go to jail and find Jesus and come out.
At least you don't eat 100 Twinkies an hour.
Maybe he's okay. Flags are flying at half-staff today at post offices nationwide. It's in memory of the 2 postmen who died after inhaling the germ warfare agent anthrax.
Right.
The postal employees worked in a Washington facility that handled anthrax-tainted mail sent to the U.S. Capitol. 6 workers from the Brentwood Postal Facility have been hospitalized due to possible anthrax exposure. 2 others have been diagnosed as having inhalation anthrax and are listed in serious condition. Thousands of New York City postal employees will be tested and treated for possible anthrax exposure starting today. The U.S. Postal Service says its staff is now on the front line of President Bush's war on terrorism.
I was watching Hollywood Squares. How often do you have to go out to California and tape that thing?
It's funny. I just did like a Tonight Show. They were supposed to come to New York. They got scared because I'm full of things. So they flew me out there.
Right. Oh, nice.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to take the risk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so the Tonight Show was supposed to come to New York.
Yes.
They were afraid.
Yeah, so they sent me there.
Right.
Yeah.
Why won't they come here and do the Tonight Show?
I don't know. I think a lot of people.
That would be a great thing.
Yeah. I think now's the time, too.
Maybe they said, we're coming to New York. The only celebrity left is Gilbert Gottfried.
All the celebrities get wiped out on September 11th.
So what's going on Hollywood Squares, though? When do you go out to do that?
I don't know when the next one. I've flown out since.
Oh, you have?
Back. Yeah.
Is it scary flying now?
Let's see.
Seriously. Is it scary? Like you're sitting there, do you start looking at everyone strange?
Do you worry, Gilbert?
I think people worry Gilbert's on the plane.
I'm flying today, man.
Well, I'm searched. They searched me like crazy.
Well, you look strange.
They had me. They were patting me down at the gate.
They think you're an Arab? You do look like an Arab.
They patted me down, emptied my bags, and afterwards the girl goes, "Oh, I enjoy your work."
Will you wear a gas mask on Hollywood Squares?
Oh.
Gilbert looks like Muhammad Atta.
Really looks like one of those terrorists.
Muhammad Atta the block.
Why did you wear the beard and the turban and all that? Let's go to Tim. Tim?
Tim?
Yeah.
You're Tim.
Yes, I'm Tim. What's up, Robin? How are you?
Talk quickly.
You know, I'm listening to you guys talking about blowing these people off the face of the earth. There's no reason to blow them all off the face of the earth. You blow one of them off the face of the earth, and I guarantee all these pussies go running.
You mean take a country and blow it up?
Just one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that would set an example. But, again, I mean, I don't know. It seems like we have kind of controlled warfare. Like they're saying that the Taliban is now hiding
among civilians.
Hiding among civilians, and they're taking all their equipment, whatever they have, their military gear, and they're hiding it in mosques throughout Afghanistan. We won't blow up mosques. I don't see why not. It's the Taliban that's putting the crap in there.
Well, we were also considering not bombing during Ramadan, like we're going to observe their holidays.
Yeah.
Oh, and then,
you know, for years,
it's debilitating.
They've been doing this kind of stuff on their own holidays anyway.
The Taliban didn't...
and then we accidentally killed the son of one of the terrorists, and that was a big news item.
Poor baby.
Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry.
That was an accident?
And when it's like we killed some civilians there, that was another thing to cry over.
And I read the book of bombing etiquette, and bombing is always appropriate, really.
Why don't we build a giant...
Yeah, after we lost 5,000 civilians.
Why don't we build a giant mosque over America, or instead of the World Trade Center, we rebuild a big giant mosque, then no one will bomb it. See?
That'll work.
That'll work.
Mosque over here. We'll all get it.
My idea is to secretly bomb other countries so they'll get angry and blame Bin Laden and see what they do about it.
There you go.
Because they're not going to help us.
That's not a bad idea.
You know, if we blew up the Kremlin...
Why are you not...
Yeah, I should be. Yeah. Give me, like, one day there.
You're a prankster.
If we
Didn't you play Mr. McSixaplex on Superboy? Why am I getting military advice from Mr. McSixaplex?
If we blew up the Kremlin, they'd immediately blame Bin Laden. And they'd probably go about it better than America's doing.
You know Don't you love this game where everyone's walking around like they're a military expert and here's what we should do? Yeah. We should nuke. We should... Oh, I know what we'll do. We'll blow up a nice country and then hope that they...
Yeah.
And we all have the answer. Nobody seems to have the answer.
None of us are in the position of doing anything.
Notice.
But, Howard, why can't... Every time they blow up something they're not supposed to blow up, they go, gee whiz, we're really sorry we tried not to. So that'll work with anything.
Right.
You can blow up any mosque or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, was that a mosque?
What a mistake.
We thought it was the Aladdin in Vegas.
We don't know.
We dropped some food packets on it.
Oh, that was a bomb? I thought it was food.
Well, it works. Now they know we're nice people. And
all right. Anything else, Robin?
Yes, there's plenty, Howard.
Well, look how many years America was crying about Hiroshima.
I wasn't crying about it. I said it was the greatest thing we ever did.
But it's like liberal Americans were always like, oh, it was so terrible.
It was a big mistake. Harry Truman made a mistake. Yeah. It was the best thing we could have done. The Japanese didn't behave. Now we're getting massages, sushi. I tell you something. Everybody behaves from that one bomb.
Right. It's true. It's like they say violence never solved anything. You go, well, it solved World War II.
Yeah, it sure did.
But
when's the last time you got attacked by Germans?
But I still don't understand.
Well, it's like when Will Smith said, now's not the time for senseless violence. And I go, now's the perfect time for senseless violence.
You're listening to Will Smith.
This is the only time you can get away with senseless violence.
Yes.
But never listen to Will Smith.
Yes. Well, I like when Will Smith says that Muhammad Ali, earlier in the day, speaks very fluently. And he goes, later on, he's tired and he eats bad food.
You just got to get him early.
Yeah. I eat Whoppers. I don't sound like that.
That's like when I interview strippers on here and I ask them, like, intelligence questions, like who was the first president of the United States they can't answer. They go, you know what? It's very early in the morning. Later in the day, I can answer them.
I know who the president is after dinner.
Ask me what 1 and 1 is.
Tonight.
Yes.
But I don't understand these adults who are still hoaxing as a result of the anthrax scare. There's a lot of people who've taken this as an opportunity to play a joke in the office. A Memphis man is facing federal charges after trying to pull off a terrorist hoax. This one wasn't even about anthrax. He told the FBI that he had been kidnapped from a Memphis International Airport facility by 3 Arab men days after the September 11th attacks. He also claimed he was forced to call the airport to make threats. He was arrested yesterday, but is now out on bail.
Bail? I don't get this.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to catch hoaxers? We catch them, then we put them out on bail.
Let them go.
We're insane. These people should be executed. Kevin, you're on the air. Kev?
He was kidnapped.
Look, now Kevin's gone. Oh, well. All right.
And those terrorists not only don't get the death penalty, but I heard we paid for their dry cleaning through tax dollars of their robes. That was in the paper.
What paper are you reading?
Yeah. They said the court paid for their dry cleaning.
Gilbert always
What are you talking about?
Gilbert. Gilbert's like Mort Saul today.
Yeah.
Gilbert Saul.
Can I talk about John Kennedy's assassination, please?
Later.
Yeah, theories on that now. O.J. Simpson is the only thing we can look to.
It's the only one we can look up to.
Yeah.
To lighten our moods in this terrible, troubled times.
O.J.'s the greatest.
He's the only one we can trust.
You know O.J.'s a single dad?
Back on the stand.
Right.
And he was cross-examined by the attorneys for the other guy in this case. And O.J. says that he...
But the other attorneys go, okay, don't get mad.
Yeah, right, please.
He is a good liar, but he's never really had to.
You kidding me? You asking for that? Wait a second.
He's a good liar.
Somewhere. No, I'll never find him.
Oh, no.
Wait. That's from this morning, right?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. I don't even think that's a possibility.
Oh, dear.
I can fit. Oh, here. No. You want to play that tape? This is kind of funny tape. No, that's all OJ tape. No, it's not worth going back.
10 on it.
You got one with the 10? No, it ain't going to happen.
Oh, well.
That was from this morning.
OJ did say he never had to lie under pressure where his life depended on it, so... What are you going to do? The jury will get to deliberate over that case today. The question is, do you believe O.J. that he didn't attack a driver, or the other guy who says O.J. did?
Well, he doesn't seem like a violent guy.
He really doesn't. He's a great dad.
Yeah.
It really comes down to O.J.'s word or the guy's word. Who are you going to believe?
I do kill under pressure. I'm proud of O.J. got into a road rage fight and he didn't kill the guy. I think it shows improvement.
Well,
if you get into a car accident with me later in the day, I won't kill you.
Early, I'm a tiger.
Oh, dear. There are some things going on in the entertainment world, Howard. Billy Crystal apparently has a new movie coming out.
How does he get to keep making movies?
Monsters, Inc. He plays a voice in this animated feature.
It's not funny. It's not fun.
Number 2 is Billy explaining how the director told him about the project.
It's always a story. Yeah, I didn't want to do a cartoon, but he came to me, and it was fabulous.
One of the other writers was reading me John's lines. Now, with all due respect to this man, he's a nice man. He's not John Goodman. So I said, I can't do this without him. It's just, could you give me one that's a little more inquisitive reading? I said, why? He's not...
I'm playing the wrong one, aren't I?
No, that's it.
Oh. I want to protect myself because maybe we'll play it this way. I said, well, get John in. It just seemed like the simplest thing. John came in, and then it was like gold.
John Goodman?
Yeah.
It was natural.
Oh, once John got there, he could do the part. It wasn't the right one, but it doesn't matter. And Billy also tells us where the monsters lived in his bedroom when he was a kid, number 4.
Okay.
They weren't really monsters. They were mostly relatives. We had the herring breath monster, the Lucky Strike voice monster.
Anyway, I want to hear the first one. That sounds funny to me.
I love when he tries, he's trying to be funny there. But
they had this cassette of Little Mike doing actually lines from My Giant, as I think about it. The size of the hero determines the size of the villain. It was this kind of thing. Without Goliath, David is just some punk throwing rocks. And he just kept moving around and talking. I said, this guy is great. And I thought the concept for the story was so extraordinary. Because I was a scared kid.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
No, what are you talking about?
Robert Redford has a movie out. It's called The Last Castle, and here he explains how the American flag's presence in the film will shine light on patriotism and the flag as a symbol.
I saw him on TV the other night, Robert Redford. I said, there's no hope for any of us aging well. I mean, that guy was the best-looking guy on the planet, and he looks scary.
Now he's a Samsonite.
I'm finally better looking than Robert Redford. I think more girls would rather make love to me than Robert Redford.
Absolutely.
And I can fight better than Muhammad Ali. Who would have thought that?
You could beat him up.
Yeah.
Every movie that he's in, they keep shooting him fuzzier and fuzzier. It's like he's in a steam room when you see him.
Because he won't stop playing young guys, Robert
But he
Redford.
also won't do anything about that face. He refuses to do anything.
He refuses. He says, hey, wait, I was always beautiful. I don't understand why I got to do something.
What are they talking about?
You're in denial, Mr. Redford.
He could get a facelift, though, right? Yeah, he could fix himself up a little. All right, this is Robert Redford.
In the movie, you're portraying someone that believes in the flag as a symbol. That symbol symbolizes the thing we fought for as a country and created our...
He's not that good an actor, though. We still need to see him.
No. He should direct.
Yeah. All those scary, serious movies.
Gene Hackman is in another movie. He's always in a movie, something called Heist this time around. And here he talks about the fun part of acting.
It's fun when you're actually doing the scene, you know. But it's never fun when you have to get up at 5 a.m. and all the...
Oh, poor baby.
Boy.
The things that...
He has to get up at 5 a.m. to go to a movie set.
Oh,
yeah, that's not fun.
A lot of people in the world have to do, but actors like to bring it up a lot. So the fun part, for us at least, is trying to make the thing work. It is trying to bring...
I'm sick of actors. Somebody please help me.
Yeah, can't you get over it?
You notice there are no 70-year-old women getting these parts, Robert, right? If you're 42, they give you cancer. That's the only way you can get a part.
It's a man's world.
But, you were talking about Robert Redford and how everybody's better looking than him now. I always said when I saw Barbara Walters interviewing Elizabeth Taylor the last time, now Barbara Walters is better looking. If you had to choose between the two of them, you'd take Barbara Walters over Elizabeth Taylor.
She looks like she has cancer.
Meanwhile, Eddie Murphy's DVD, Dr. Dolittle 2, is about to hit the stores.
Right.
And here Eddie tells us what he liked about this script.
The first movie was about him realizing that he had this gift, and coming to grips with it. And now
I can't believe he's taking this seriously. He's got an analysis. Did you get close to him at all when you worked with him in that movie?
Oh, yeah, we were like bros.
I mean, do you ever, hear from him or...
No.
He didn't call you on September 11th to say...
Oh, yeah.
Hello there, Gilbert, this here Eddie.
Is you alive?
Cat's out of the bag. Everybody knows about it. And how would that affect your life, How would everybody be affected by that? And that's what I liked about it. There's the natural progression. The whole family's involved with this story.
It's a natural regression.
And Kelly Preston, Mrs. John Travolta, is going to be on Fear Factor. She's doing one of the celebrity episodes of Fear Factor.
Oh, I got to tape it.
She will be
I will tape
with
that.
David Hasselhoff,
Go ahead.
Donny Osmond, and Coolio.
I can see why they're doing it. I don't understand why she's doing it. She's married to John Travolta.
She says she's obsessed with the show. She really loves it, and she wanted to do it. One of the things she has to do as a challenge is to plunge her face into a bucket of worms and bugs.
Wow.
She said it was one of the nastiest things she's ever had to do.
Second to John Travolta's butt.
Third to John Travolta eating.
And that's what's happening.
Thank you, Robin. Gilbert, let me address you first.
John, you are fat.
Your new haircut is fabulous. You look great. When someone, I would think you'd want more hair. You know what I mean?
I think I'd want a mask
and
turn my collar up.
I'm really surprised you have short hair now. I want to rub his head. Do the women find it sexy?
Oh, of course.
Join Gilbert Gottfried for a night of... Frivolity, a night of fun at Caroline's on Broadway tomorrow night at 7:30. And he has his whole new look.
Gilbert will take your mind off the tragedy.
And I'm good and bad, as Stuttering John will tell you.
And he has that GQ kind of look now.
When you look at Gilbert, you see there are more tragedies.
I have that tiger beat look.
For reservations, please call 212-757-4100. Richard, Jenny, great seeing you.
Nice to see you, Howard.
Richard, thanks for coming in. The Improv is where you'll be in Cleveland. Gilbert laughing at Richard's gig.
Hey, what's wrong?
Finally, I can laugh at someone else's job.
This Thursday through Sunday. For tickets, call 216-696-4677. Also, see Richard
still like doing stand-up? Is he into it?
Yes, Richard's got another gig. He was just going to plug it, Robin.
Oh, I'm just asking.
No, Richard does not like doing stand-up. No, he had a movie thing going with Jim Carrey. It looked like it was going to be finally out of the stand-up thing. And I don't know what happened, but he's back doing it.
Quit doing stand-up, Howard. I'm doing Robin Williams act.
You do such a good one.
Don't be afraid. I was telling Howard yesterday, Gilbert goes, Robin Steele, and I go, no, he doesn't actually do any jokes. Oh, look at that. Oh, look. Oh, there's Howard Stern. Somewhere there's Howard Stern going, I'm in my studio. Look out, don't be afraid. It's like there's never any joke. Oh, there's Robin behind the glass going, there's glass in front of me. Don't be afraid.
Isn't it the trick is to just keep talking fast?
Just keep going fast.
All right.
And use like 3 or 4 different accents. Oh, there's a man
look,
going.
it's Osama. Oh, look, get away from me.
My God, we're in a strip joint. Well, more nipples in the Even Flow factory. Don't be afraid.
Look, it's John Wayne Bobbitt. Oh,
nice to see you, Mr. Bobbitt. Oh.
It's incredible how Robin Williams comes to life when you two guys do it.
It's like he's here.
Yeah.
Hanging out for a short time.
But Richard is also going to be at New York, and Las Vegas.
See, Gilbert?
Oh, all right. Well, but they've been doing poorly lately, so...
November 12th through November 19th. For tickets, call 702-740-6969.
And a new terrorist strip joint.
I want to thank Incubus. You got to admit, they were really good. They did a great job.
Gilbert's going to be there at the signing this week.
I'm really into music.
Seriously, do you listen to any music? I'm being serious. Do you have any groups that you listen?
No,
Beatles?
What I remembered when I was watching them is when I was a teenager, making some vague attempts when I would watch a group, like clapping my hands and bobbing my head. And then I realized how pathetic it was.
I went to the Counting Crows concert. There were guys that looked like Gilbert sitting in the front, like singing all of the words without him. I said, that's a bad move in front of chicks. Better you don't do that.
But those guys aren't going to get chicks anyway.
Right. Did you used to go to concerts at all, Gilbert, when you were in high school?
Very rarely. But
Can you name the first concert you saw?
Oh, I can't. No.
You have a CD player, right? We got that last week.
Oh, yeah.
Are there any CDs that are on your CD player? All jokes aside, what have you listened to in the last month? What band of any kind?
You know what I do? I'll sometimes turn on the radio and it's like, if I hear a song that's, all right, that's okay.
But do you ever, is it that you just don't want any enjoyment in your life?
I guess so.
Do you own CDs, though?
I've, surprise, surprise, never bought a CD.
Yeah, but do you have some? Somebody gave them to you?
Yeah.
And do you open them and listen to them? And what are they?
I don't even remember. The groups for like the past 20 years, I couldn't.
But do you have any Beatles records or?
I see now the Beatles. I can name their songs.
Right, you like them.
It pretty much stopped there.
What about
That's when you lost interest.
Maybe I could trace this for a second. Rolling Stones, you know.
Yes.
Okay. The Animals.
Okay. Yes. Okay,
right.
Let's see if I can name anything. That House...
House of the Rising Sun.
House of the Rising Sun.
Right.
It pretty much stops there.
Gilbert, have you ever been to a concert that, you didn't go to get... I know sometimes if it's free or you want to get laid, but do you ever go to a concert for a band that you're like, wow, I really want to see those guys?
I want to see them.
No.
Because Gilbert reminds me, I remember once going to a Deep Purple concert, and the audience was full of guys.
Full of Gilberts?
Yeah, just standing there, singing and dancing.
Gilbert.
Purple. They're all alone.
That's a new description.
Gilbert popped out of pop culture at about age 7. But Hendrix, you know. Hendrix, Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, yes.
The Cars, are you familiar with their music?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Vaguely.
Queen?
They did that one.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Right. And We Will Rock You.
U2 song.
A U2 song. Wow, now I'm in trouble.
R.E.M.?
Okay, also.
Incubus?
No, but wait. Those are the Police, you know. With Sting. You know him?
Yes.
But name a Police song.
Okay.
He can do it. I bet you, my money's he can do it.
Yes. Okay, there was that one, I'll Be Watching You.
There you go.
There you go.
See, he knows.
Boy,
you like that one?
Now, if you would have put your money down there.
You wouldn't want to go for 3 Police songs, would you?
No. I bet you he could even name a Nirvana song.
A Nirvana? Smells Like Teen Spirit.
There you go.
But you never heard it.
Yeah, no, but I...
It's all right, so you're with it.
I'm a hip cat.
Yeah.
Hip cat.
We have to invade his apartment and see what CDs he has.
Do you own a DVD
What
player?
radio station do you
A
listen
DVD?
to?
No, I don't even own a DVD player.
Do you buy...
Me neither.
Yeah.
My dad always tried to get me to read it, and I try, but...
Yeah, and it's too clumsy to hold.
Would you
It's
read
big.
Yeah.
Do you read a paper? Like, would you read the Post in the morning?
Very rarely.
How do you know what's going on? Do you watch news on TV?
Yeah, I'll watch news sometimes.
What's your favorite, who's your favorite anchor?
Oh, okay. I don't have a favorite. Does anyone have a favorite anchor?
My favorite anchor.
Do you watch a certain channel more than...
No.
What are you listening to on the radio? You say sometimes you turn on the radio and you hear a song that's okay. What
station will you listen to?
See, that's it. I never had a station that I'd listen to. I turn it like a safecracker. Turning the dial on the radio.
You've turned into your grandfather.
Yes.
All right. All right.
Is he watching any TV? Does he like television shows?
No, he doesn't.
Is this something we would do in our home?
All right, let's just say goodbye for now, and we'll see you tomorrow.